Why, hello, everyone. Hello. What is up, guys? It is James, a.k.a. Jimmy Pancakes 20, back here to do a new video/podcast for you. And this video/podcast is going to be our MidSummer Scream 2026 review video. We're going to talk about our experience staying at the hotel that was close to the convention center. Talk about everything that we did on Friday, everything that we did on Saturday, everything we did on Sunday, and then we're going to give our review from a 1 being the worst to a 5 being the best. And then at the very end of this video/podcast, we are going to talk about the biggest announcement that the MidSummer Scream team announced at the final panel, which was the Horror Nights panel, that's going to change MidSummer Scream going forward in a better, bigger way. That is going to be your hint. But anyone that was at the panel that watches my video, you guys already know what we were talking about. For anyone that does not know, it's going to be very shocking for you at the very end. Really quick, I know you guys are going to ask, well, James, why are you not showing like the photos of the celebrities and some of the clips that you did for your video? Well, we are recording this audio only that turned into a video, because at the time when we recorded this video/podcast, my laptop was not working at the time. I had some glitches, but it was very easy to fix. So the next video that you're going to see, which is coming out tomorrow, Friday, August 21st, 2026, you're going to see the normal format back on YouTube. So sometimes you're going to see videos like this on YouTube where it's only the audio only, and sometimes it's going to be with my camera, depending on how we record these videos/podcasts. So just wanted to get everyone out there. So I had some technical difficulty with my new laptop. I have a warranty through Best Buy. I took it there, they fixed it, and now it's working perfectly. So that's what happened. So of course I am joined once again by my lovely co-host. You know her, you love her. My co-host, my mom, Marsha. So Mom, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
So Mom, are you ready to talk about MidSummer Scream 2026?
Yes, I am, and I'm very excited for it.
All right, guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our MidSummer Scream 2026 review video/podcast. So, Mom, let's talk about day by day. So, before we even talk about it, the tickets went on sale in April for MidSummer Scream, and we were fortunate to buy them very early. We bought the
Golden Bat ticket,
which is the VIP, where you get front of the line access to all the mini haunts. You get front of the line access to
all the panels.
For all the panels. You get a customized pin, which I still need to share on my social media sites. I'll take a photo of the pin and stuff, what you got. And it was very fun. So we did that, and then for the first time ever, we actually stayed at the high-end regional, which was the one close to
the convention center.
For the first time. And based on everything that happened this year at MidSummer Scream, all the tickets sold out by, I want to say, mid-July. I want to say every single ticket sold out because of all the celebrities they had there and stuff like that. It was crazy. So
I didn't vouch for it. It was crazy there.
But for next year, based on what we heard, which we're not going to talk about right now, we're going to talk about at the very end, we are going to have to get the tickets ASAP as soon as they go on sale. Yeah. So let's talk about Friday. So Friday was the day that we traveled. We had one of our close friends give us a ride there, and we also went to Shakey's before we got to the hotel. And I did say this in the video. If you watch the video from Friday, pro tip, what happened was when I called a couple days before, I confirmed with them if we can do cash only, cash when we check in. They said yes, and they miscommunicated. So luckily, our friend was very nice, and he took us to an ATM where we could put the money in for the hotel, went back to the hotel, and checked in. So the pro tip for the Hyatt Regional, if you're ever going to do any conventions there or anything, make sure you have the money when you check in, because they don't do cash. They only do cash at checkout, not when you check in. But this was a learning experience. This was our first time going there, so the staff was very nice about it and stuff like that. And then after
I can say it was a crazy Friday.
It was a crazy Friday. It was a crazy Friday. And then we went up to our room. We had the third floor, which was not too bad. It was really close to the elevator.
It was, I confirmed that.
And the room was nice.
2 double beds. A bathroom. A chair and table.
Yeah, it was.
And a TV.
It was a big TV. A big
TV.
Big TV.
And a dresser.
And then what we decided to do was, because we were so close to the hotel, we decided to go over to MidSummer Scream on Friday, because how it worked for MidSummer Scream was they were open Friday from 6 to 10. Saturday, they were open from, if you got the VIP, the going back tickets, you
get in an hour earlier.
So it was from 10 to 7 for going back people, and then it was for
11
to 7 for the general people that had general tickets. And then on Sunday, it was 10 to 6 for golden bat people. And then it was
11 to
6
for the
general on Sunday. So we went over and got our going back tickets, and then we decided to walk around the floor show to get it. And I will tell you, so people wanted to know why I did not film the floor show. Marsha can attest to this. It was bumper to bumper, and I was trying to film as much as I could. I looked at the footage. Marsha looked at the footage. All the footage that I shot from the floor show did not turn out well.
It did not. I can contest to this.
But we did walk around the floor show. We did look at some vendors and stuff. So we did that Friday. And then the very last thing that we did on Friday was a room tour of the hotel room. So that was our Friday. So really, was there anything negative on Friday?
No.
That you have to complain about? I think the only negative thing for me, and I don't blame the customer service person, but I don't know, whoever I talked to over on the phone for customer service, they said that you could pay with cash when you got there, and that's what we thought.
You're talking about the hotel, right?
I'm talking about the hotel.
That was on Friday.
That was on Friday. But we now know, whenever we stay at that hotel again for any
you need money in your bank, because they do not accept cash.
At check-in, they only do it at check-out. So I would say that was the only thing, but the manager was nice. Everyone at the hotel was nice.
They were. I can contest. They were so nice at the restaurant, at the little buffet thing they had. Everything.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was our Friday. So now let's talk about Saturday. Technically the first official day in people's mind for MidSummer Scream, but remember the convention's open Friday night as well. So technically it's the second day, but most people think Saturday is the first official day. So of course my co-host Marsha and I get up, we get ready, and we wanted to try the buffet at the hotel for breakfast. What did you think about the buffet for breakfast?
It was really, really good.
Do you think it was worth it?
Yes.
Okay.
It filled me up for half of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I was so full after the buffet breakfast. What about you, James?
Yeah, I would say it was worth it too. I wouldn't say it was worth it, yeah. It was like $28 a person, but it was worth it.
Yeah, it was.
It was worth it. So then we waited around, we waited in line to go in, and what we did was we waited in line to go into MidSummer Scream. We got in, we walked around the floor show, and the first thing that we did was we went to go get one of the autographs that we wanted. So if you guys know the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the movie version from 1985, they had the guy that played Barry in that, or no, that played Brad in the movie. His name is Barry, and I can't say his last name.
It's hard to pronounce, James.
It's hard to pronounce.
Boswitz or whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So we got tons of photos with him, and we also got an autograph, which I did share on all my social media sites. So if you guys want to see those photos, please go check it out. I share them all. And the last thing that I need to share for MidSummer Scream is the lanyard for the going back ticket, the wristband that you got, and then that little pin that you got as well, which I'm going to share shortly on all my social media sites. So, but yeah.
And then we got an autograph with...
No, and then after we did that, after we walked around the floor show, we knew that the first panel we wanted to do was, because you and I are both fans of this franchise.
Oh yeah.
We did the Scream 30th anniversary, and it was in the Grand Ballroom, and it was packed in there. So they had some of the stars from MidSummer Scream there. Matt Lauer was the narrator, or was the host of the panel, and then they had the guy that played the sheriff there. They had the guy that did the voice of Ghostface there. They had one of the original stuntmen there. They had the one that played Stu there, and then one other one, which I can't remember.
I can't remember his name either, James.
But I want to say one of the funniest moments that we had a fan that, because what they did was it was an open Q&A, so they had two microphones on either side, and people could ask questions. And like some of the news people talked about this, but I remember we were in there and one fan came up to the microphone and insulted Matt Lauer, saying that he's not a fan of me anymore and stuff like that. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was the weirdest thing ever.
Why is he assaulting one of the actors in Scream?
He was not assaulting. He said that he wasn't a fan of him anymore.
Right.
And Matt Lauer was so confused.
I know. He looked around. It's like, why me? That's what he was thinking, Jay.
Yeah. So it was very cool. If you guys want to find it, you can type MidSummer Scream 2026
30th anniversary Scream,
and you can find the full panel. There's people that did it. For my videos, I just did clips of them, so that was pretty cool. So, Mom, was it worth going to that panel?
Oh yeah. I think I only saw one of the Scream movies, but I want to watch them all.
Yeah, I've seen all the Scream movies, so
I haven't. I think I saw the first and the second one. I don't remember.
right.
So it was really well done for the Scream panel.
Yeah.
Very, very well done.
Yeah. Then after that, we went back down to the floor show, and we went back to get some more autographs. And this time, we met one of our favorite YouTubers that was there, Kelsey Davis. She's a YouTuber, so she basically does paranormal videos, and she also is a psychic as well. So her photos were free, but if she wanted her autograph, it was $20.
Yeah, $20 each.
$20.
And we each got a photo.
Yeah, we each got one, which I also shared on all my social media sites. So if you guys want to see the photos, you can find them there. But yeah, it was cool. And then again, we walked around the floor show a little bit, and then we decided to walk around the Hall of Shadows to do a game plan of what we wanted to do. And at that point, we also took a lunch break as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
And I will tell you, it was bumper to bumper in that floor show area. It was, as soon as the general admission got there, it was bumper.
It was a madhouse.
And literally, I can tell you, we tried to film in there like some stuff, and it
didn't work.
It did not work. So then we went into the Hall of Shadows. We looked around there. We didn't do any haunts that day. We just were doing a game plan of what we wanted to do. Then we took a lunch break, and then at that point it was maybe around 4
or something.
4,
yeah.
and we were getting pretty tired. And I said, well, let's do one more panel. Let's find one. And we did one that we never heard of this movie, but it became a cult classic. It was called Repo, the Generant Opera, and it was cool. This is a movie that I've never seen, but I'm interested in seeing it. Apparently, they're coming out with a Blu-ray
version of it.
Or no, a 4K steel book version of it.
Right.
That's coming out October something. And they talked about making the movie, and they had some of the stars there and stuff like that. The panel was about an hour, so it was maybe around 5:30 when we decided we're just gonna head back to the hotel.
We were both tired.
Tired, and then at that point, the funniest thing happened. So we got back to the hotel, and we went up to the room, and we were trying to order room service. It did not work. So without telling my co-host Marsha, I went back down to the lobby. I went to the restaurant or the market, and I ordered food there. And then about 15 minutes later, she's wondering where I am, and she comes downstairs, and I basically told her that the app was not working, and I had to come down and order, and we ordered a lot of food for that night. We were starving.
We were really hungry. So.
And we had a whole bunch of snacks and stuff. And we planned for that because you'll see what we did for Sunday. That was our day one of MidSummer Scream. So, Mom, was there anything negative you wanted to say about Saturday?
It's just too crowded on the floor show. I mean, too crowded. but that's my only complaint.
And we also got photos with the characters from Not Scary Farm as well.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
But the only complaint, like I said, was too crowded.
Yeah.
And I think I know why they're moving to the other space.
But we'll talk about
it later.
Yeah. I would say for me, I would say the floor show was really hit, like, stuff like that. But either way, it was
fun day.
It was a fun day.
Yeah.
It was a fun day. So so now let's talk about Sunday. So Sunday, fortunately, we checked out of our hotel room. Yeah, we only paid for Friday and Saturday because we were coming back to my co-host Marsha's place on Sunday. We didn't want to pay for an extra night at the hotel.
And we only brought our backpacks with clothes.
Yes.
So it was easy to carry.
It was easy to carry, yes. So we checked out of the hotel. We didn't do the buffet like we did on Saturday. We just got some smaller items to eat for breakfast because you and I were not that hungry. And
I think we got cereal and I got some fruit.
Yeah, I think, and then some soda to wake us up. Yeah. And then I said Sunday, the game plan for Sunday was to go straight to the mini haunts, first thing.
Right.
And that's exactly what we did. So out of the 13 haunts that were available, we only did 3 of them. Now, you're asking, James, why did you only do 3 of them? Some of them we were not interested in. Some of them didn't look appeasing. And there was one that we thought was going to be a mini haunt, but it turned out it wasn't.
Are you talking about the Horror Unleashed one?
Which we'll get to in just a moment. So, first one that we did was we did the Lionsgate Roots of Evil. Then we did a photo op with the Demogorgon, which was cool, and it was 2 photos for $20, which was very cool. Yeah. So we each got our own photo of it. And then we took a little break because we were rushing down there, and we needed to take a little break, and then we decided that we were gonna do the Horror Unleashed one, but then we realized
it was only a photo op.
It was not a photo op, it was just interactive with characters to learn more about what offerings they have at Horror Unleashed.
Yeah.
And we decided we didn't want to waste our time there because we had a game plan because we knew what we wanted to do. Right.
We did already.
So then we did one more haunt in there, which turned out to be a really good one. It was called Fright Fear 1989 Part 2. I guess they did Part 1 last year in 2025, but this was Part 2, and it referenced Evil Dead, My Bloody Valentine, and there was one more movie that I couldn't put my finger on. But I recognized the Evil Dead, and I recognized My Bloody Valentine. I couldn't recognize the third movie.
I couldn't either, James.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was trying to think, but I couldn't figure it out either.
So then after that, we walked around the floor show again, and then we knew starting at 1:00 we were going to spend the rest of the time upstairs on the second floor. So at 1:00 we went to a panel which was called Terror in the Desert.
The Las Vegas one.
So basically what they did was they had 3 haunted attractions that were located in Las Vegas. So the first one, of course, they had the general manager from Horror Unleashed. So they talked about how they create Horror Unleashed and stuff. That was very cool. And then the next one they had was Tom Damon Monster Museum. That was closer to Boulder City, so it's a little bit outside of Las Vegas. But they talked about his museum and stuff. And then the last one they had was a guy named Jason Earl Productions. And so he has a lot of escape rooms in Las Vegas. So some of the highlights that he has 2 escape rooms. He has a Saw escape room. He has a Blair Witch escape room. He also has a John Wick experience. So they talked about that, and it was very cool. And it was narrated by Rick West, the creative director of MidSummer Scream. And after the panel, I got to talk to Tom a little bit because they knew Am the Woo. So if you guys don't know, in 2025 we lost Mr. Am the Woo on YouTube, famous YouTuber. I knew him. Justin knew him.
I knew him.
Justin Scar. My mom knew him. A lot of these people knew him. So this year at MidSummer Scream, they did honor Am the Woo. One of the main haunts that we did not go into had him as a founder, which was pretty cool. Rick had these buttons that were from Am the Woo. So they did a tribute to Adam in some way at MidSummer Scream. So I think that was very cool.
It was.
And then I got to talk to Rick West a little bit, and also Jason about the escape rooms and stuff. And then we took a photo with Rick West, which was very cool, which is also on all my social media sites. So then that ended around like 2:30, and I literally said, okay, we are staying up here. We found a seat to wait. There were so many people that were staying down waiting for the panel. Marsha went down and got some lemonade for us. And remember all those bunch of snacks that we got at the hotel? Well, those came into handy because we ate those as we were waiting for the Horror Nights panel. Okay?
And then I got some popcorn down there too.
Yes.
With the lemonade.
Yes. So we waited about an hour and a half, and then we started lining up, and we got into the Horror Nights panel, and I will tell you, if you didn't have a Golden Bat ticket, you were not going to get into that Horror Nights panel.
Oh no, you were not. Luckily, James and me had a Golden Bat, but it filled up really quick with the front of the line people.
I don't know if any general people got in, but...
No, remember the lady said, Golden Bat on the stairs? Remember what she was saying?
Right, but after all the Golden Bats got in, I wonder if any
general admission. I don't think so, James. You saw the line with Golden Bat. It was like around the third floor.
The second floor.
The second floor.
But yeah, so then for the final panel, of course, before Mr. John Murray takes the stage, the creative team of MidSummer Scream comes out, and they made two big announcements that's going to change the course of MidSummer Scream going forward. But we're not there yet. Hold your breath. We're going to talk about Horror Nights really quick. So let's talk about Horror Nights. So of course, Mr. John Murray came out, and he revealed some stuff. He revealed the Terror Tram. And I'm so happy about the announcement. And we're going to go into more detail when we do the big HHN update video. But I will say that Art the Clown is back. Not only as a roaming character, but he's going to be the icon for the Terror Tram this year.
When he announced that, my eyes lit it up. Like, what?
Right. So he mocked all the YouTubers, and I will say it's a funny bit. He said, "You thought you knew what we were doing. You thought we knew. You thought you knew what we were doing." Because everyone online was trying to guess what the Terror Tram was. So he goes for the Terror Tram, which I'm going to do a more big layout, as I said, when we do the
Horror Nights update.
Horror Nights update that's coming out tomorrow. So you're gonna hear more details on that. But I think one of the biggest ones is Ice 9 Kills. I've never heard of this band, but they are doing all of the music for the Terrifier this year. They're taking classic Christmas songs and doing
it
into a different version. And they played a little clip of it at MidSummer Scream, which I will play that clip for you during the update video / podcast that's coming out tomorrow. You're gonna hear that clip for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then after he went for the Terror Tram, he announced the final maze that everyone was wondering. And ladies and gentlemen,
in the Parisian courtyard.
And this is the second original maze, and it's called Kill Senora. And this maze I am not looking forward to because of all the details that he said. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to spoil for people that haven't watched the MidSummer Scream things. You're just going to have to wait until tomorrow, because I will give you all the details tomorrow about that maze.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you guys all hear the detail, you're going to be surprised of how good this maze is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all I'm going to say. Moving on. Then he announced some of the scare zones. And then he also announced that Art the Clown was coming back. And then one of the biggest surprises is anyone that has seen the movie Inception, which I have not, but the character Nikki, she might be roaming the park and might be looking for her next obsession. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Who is Nikki?
We're just going to have to wait for Horror Nights to find out, Mom.
Okay. Got it.
And that was the end of the Horror Nights panel. And then me and Marsha met Diverted Dreams. We met Kaylee and Lauren from Diverted Dreams. They were so nice. We did chat for a little bit, and then we got some video and photos with them. And I recommend that if you guys like Halloween Horror Nights and stuff like that, they do that. I will put a link to their channel down below if you guys want to watch.
They do really good videos.
They do really good videos and stuff like that.
Sometimes her sister's in them, but sometimes she's by herself with the camera girl.
Right. And I got photos with them, and they're also on my social media site as well. And that was the end of MidSummer Scream. And then, of course, me and my co-host Marsha, we took Lyft back, and we came back to my co-host Marsha's place, and that was the end of MidSummer Scream 2026. So, Mom, your overall thoughts of MidSummer Scream this year, based on everything, what would be your overall score? From a 1 being the worst to a 5 being the best.
Probably a 4, because the big crowd and people were bumping into each other. I almost got knocked over like a couple of times in the showroom and in the mini haunts. So, a 4 out of 5, James. For that reason.
I would say it's a 4 out of 5 for me too. Same reason, like, you know, the event has been so popular that, you know, they needed a bigger space.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was fun, and I enjoyed all the celebrities. I did enjoy everything.
Yeah.
Just the only thing is they needed a bigger space. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got to the point in this video. If you made it this far, ladies and gentlemen, at the Horror Nights panel, and if you guys have seen my video from Sunday and you guys watched it, you know exactly what I'm going to talk about. For those that don't know and are just discovering it or was waiting for my review, MidSummer Scream 2027 is moving into a bigger venue. Now, people might say it's the Long Beach Convention, is the Los Angeles Convention Center. No, it's not the it's not the LA Convention Center. Ladies and gentlemen, next year for MidSummer Scream 2027, it is moving to Anaheim Convention Center. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be bigger. It's going to have more space, more things coming for MidSummer Scream 2027. Going to be at the Anaheim Convention Center. And we have the date. It's going to be August 6th for the 8th, 2027. My co-host Marsha and I will be there, and we will be buying our tickets as soon as tickets become available. And whatever hotel is close to the convention center, we will be reserving that as well. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, there's more.
Another surprise.
If you guys went to MidSummer Scream 2021, in 2020, you know that COVID happened. In 2021, MidSummer Scream wanted to bring something together. So they rounded up, and it was a smaller event, and it was held at the Pasadena Convention Center, and it was called MidSummer Scream Season's Greetings. And that was the only year that they did it. Well, they know fans love the Long Beach Convention Center. They've been doing MidSummer Scream there for 10 years, but because the event is becoming so big and popular,
they needed a bigger venue.
And that's why they're moving into Anaheim Convention Center. But what about the people that want to come to Long Beach Convention Center again? Well, ladies and gentlemen, next year in 2027, MidSummer Scream Season's Greeting is back at the Long Beach Convention Center. December 4th and 5th. So it's going to be a 2-day event. So not only, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to have MidSummer Scream in August at the Anaheim Convention Center, August 6th through the 8th. But we're also going to have MidSummer Scream Season Green, the Christmas event, back at the Long Beach Convention Center, December 5th and 6th. And ladies and gentlemen, my co-host Marsha and I will be attending both events. We will be attending MidSummer Scream at the Anaheim Convention Center, August 6th through the 8th. And we will be attending MidSummer Scream Season Green December 5th and 6th. So ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 events for MidSummer Scream 2027 next year. Are you guys excited? Mom, are you excited?
I'm very excited. They needed a bigger space because this event is growing so much, and I'm glad they're getting a bigger space in Anaheim.
Yeah. So guys, please let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Are you... Sorry, guys, I had a little cough. As I was saying, tell me, guys, in the comments below, what do you think? Are you happy that MidSummer Scream is moving to a bigger convention center at Anaheim Convention Center, right across from Disneyland? And are you happy that Season's Greetings, their Christmas event, is coming back to Long Beach Convention Center in December? Are you guys going to go to both events? Of course, Marsha and I will be going to both events. We never been to Season's Greeting, and we want to check it out.
First, we're going to MidSummer Scream in Anaheim, and then the Christmas one in Long Beach.
In Long Beach, yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to wrap up our MidSummer Scream 2026 review video / podcast. Hopefully you guys are happy about the exciting news and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed our review. Please, if you want to check out any of my MidSummer Scream 2006 coverage, I have 3 vlog videos. I have the vlog video from Friday, August 7th. I have one from Saturday, August 8th. And I have one for Sunday, August 9th. So please check them out. Definitely check out Diverted Dreams, Kaylee and Lauren. And I will put a link to their YouTube channel down below as well. And yeah, so I want to thank my co-host, my mom Marsha, for joining me again.
You're welcome.
And if you want to follow my co-host, my mom Marsha, on any of her social media sites, she has X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram, and her username on both is MarshaFan1960. If you want to follow me, your host, James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. And you can follow me on the YouTube page, or on my YouTube post page. Any update that I do, I post on all of them. So you guys can follow me on any of my social media sites, and you'll get the information. I share with Halloween events I go to, when videos are coming up or when videos are canceled. Basically, to get in touch of everything I do on YouTube and the podcast, please follow me on any of the social media sites. So just to let you guys know, some of the social media sites are going to say Jimmy Pancakes 20, and then some of them are going to say Jimmy Pancakes 20 Show, but it's the same thing. So I go by Jimmy Pancakes 20, and I also go by Jimmy Pancakes 20 Show. So both of those usernames are some. As I said, some of my social media say Jimmy Pancakes 20, and some of them say Jimmy Pancake's 20 show. So if you're following either one of those usernames, you're following me. So that is pretty much it, guys. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank everyone for listening. Have a great rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this YouTube video on YouTube or listening to the podcast on Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Podbean.com. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the big HHN Hollywood update that my co-host Marsha and I will be doing. Thank you and bye-bye.